Hello all. So in this video, we'll try to understand the prioritization in terms of strategy to be done for General Studies Paper 1 of UPSC mains. So this will be in two parts, that is subject-wise prioritization as well as topic-wise prioritization within those subjects. All these prioritization parts is based on the PYQs that is from 2013 to 2020. So let's begin. So as you can see, this is the overall breakup of subjects in General Studies Paper 1 from Modern Culture, Modern India, Post Independence, World History, Indian Society, and Geography. So, as we can see, the disproportionate focus is present towards Geography and Indian Society, and hence we are giving priority 1 and 2 for these two subjects. You can pick up the paper and find out that more than half of the paper will be from these two sections, and rest questions are sprinkled across. Agriculture, modern India, and post independence and world history getting lower weightage. As we can see specifically with the years 2013 to 2019, geography and society they consume more than half of the paper easily, and remaining being one question from either post independence, world history, and modern India, 2 to 4 questions, and art and culture the recent years maybe 2 to 4 questions. So this is the overall what we can observe based on pre-Qs of 2013 to 2019. Coming specifically to the 2020 mains paper, we find that again geography and society got further disproportionate high focus in terms of number of questions as well as weightage. So geography and society they consume almost 70% of the paper, and rest being occupied by modern history and art and culture. Interestingly, you can observe that there was no question from post independence and world history. So overall, if you have to look at the subject wise priority, geography and society occupy the top two position, and then art and culture and modern India, recent times getting equal emphasis, with art and culture questions being spread across even ancient and medieval times, modern and post independence and world history getting a lower weightage in this overall subject matrix. So now let us proceed towards the subject wise and topic wise priorities to be identified. So as we can see, within the subjects, there are certain topics listed in the syllabus, and within these topics also we can find the prioritization areas. For instance, beginning with art and culture, which forms the fourth priority as an overall subject list. In this, there is architecture and literature, which occupies a higher priority compared to the art forms part. So this should be kept in mind while reading art and culture. And coming to modern Indian history, the beginning of mass nationalism, that is the Gandhian period, starting from 1919 till 1947, on the freedom struggle phase. This occupies the highest priority, wherein you can easily get more questions from these areas based on PYQ understanding, and the remaining portion occupies a lesser significance, with the weightage being medium, in the sense that there can be one question spread, that is the overall weightage for modern. Coming to post independence, as the weightage itself is low for this, being spread across one questions over years. So this is a single syllabus line. Coming to world history, in world history, if you focus on the split up of syllabus topics, you can find that among these topics, industrial revolution has been repeated a couple of times, world war 1 and 2. So this forms priority 1 if you have to focus in the overall scheme of things. But in the overall subject wise priority, you can just find that there's only one question in the subject wise priority. So assuming that there can be 1 or 2 questions in the worst case, so this should be the priority list to be studied in terms of topics within world history. Now moving on to Indian society. So Indian society and geography, these two forms almost the backbone of paper 1. So as we can see, in Indian society, it is the first two syllabus lines: salient features of Indian society and role of women's organizations. So these two occupy the highest priority. In terms of questions also, these two topics have disproportionate weightage in the society part, whereas the remaining topics have just one question each. So that is the priority list within the topic, within the subject of society. Coming to geography, in geography again there is a disproportionate high focus on these topic lines, such as distribution of key natural resources across the world, factors responsible for location of industries, so and then important geophysical phenomena, geographical features and their location. So these two syllabus lines have a disproportionately high focus within geography as a subject, and the remaining world physical geography, which spreads across geomorphology, oceanography, climatology, and biogeography, that is the soil geography part. These form the medium priority or weightage. So overall, if we have to understand from the subject wise, this would be the priority to be focused. The geography and society, if we complete it fast and better, we'll be in a position to answer more than half of the paper comfortably. And within those subjects also, if we are able to prioritize these topic lines, we'll be able to hit most of the questions. Uh, so that should be the idea, to prioritize the overall subjects and also the topic lines within the subjects. So this is strictly based on the PYQ understanding, subject to some minor variations year on year. As we can see in this, there was no post-independence and world history questions. So overall, despite this variation, we can see that overall percentage remains the same in terms of geography and society occupying the highest weightage, and in fact, the weightage has increased. So when we prioritize subjects in this manner, we'll be able to hit most of the questions in the right manner. So this is the first part of the series of analysis of PYQs. So do let us know in the comment section how should we proceed with the second general studies 2, 3, and 4. Thank you.